Motivational quotes hype you up for 5 minutes, maybe enough to feel inspired, maybe enough to feel seen for a moment. African proverbs stay with you for life, not because they are gentle, but because they are honest. They don't comfort you, they warn you. These sayings were not written in comfort or leisure. They were shaped in hunger, loss, leadership failure, family conflict, and long seasons of survival. They come from people who had no luxury for theory, only consequences. And that is why they still work today. Today, I want to share African proverbs that explain life the hard way, before life teaches you itself. Welcome to Wisdom from the Baobab. African proverbs were never meant to motivate. They were meant to protect. They were born from watching people repeat the same mistakes generation after generation, until someone finally put the lesson into words simple enough to remember and heavy enough to respect. Modern motivation says you can do anything. African wisdom says be careful how you try. One excites your emotions for a moment. The other quietly saves your future. Consider this proverb. The chicken does not celebrate because of the rooster. The rooster crows loudly every morning, announcing the day as if he created it. But the chicken still has to survive the day, find food, avoid danger, endure the heat. Some people make a lot of noise around your success. Others actually endure the work. You didn't survive because someone announced you. You survived because you adapted. Bills were paid quietly, stress was handled silently, pain was swallowed without applause. Not everyone who talks about your journey contributed to it. Another proverb teaches, he who bathes with cold water does not fear the rain. When you've struggled before, small problems don't scare you. If you've been broke, a delay doesn't panic you. If you've been heartbroken, rejection feels familiar. Then there is this warning. Time does not forgive what wisdom could prevent. Some regrets are not accidents. They are ignored warnings. You saw the red flag. You felt the discomfort. You delayed the decision anyway. Time didn't betray you. It simply kept score. Wisdom saves time. Stubbornness spends it. When elephants fight, the grass suffers, reminds us that power struggles rarely hurt the powerful. Parents fighting affects children. Leaders fighting affects citizens. Managers fighting affects employees. Egos clash, but the weak get crushed. Peace is not weakness, it is protection. And perhaps one of the most painful truths, a child not embraced by the village will burn it down to feel its warmth. Neglect does not disappear, it transforms. Ignored children become angry adults. Ignored workers become destructive employees. Ignored voices find loud expressions. Attention denied always returns, louder. Healing early is always cheaper than repairing damage later. Most of these proverbs don't scare you at first. They sound simple, almost obvious, until you recognize yourself inside them. Wisdom doesn't shout, it waits. And when you are ready, it speaks. African wisdom does not promise success, it teaches survival. It does not flatter you, it prepares you. If this kind of wisdom speaks to you, subscribe, not for motivation, but for understanding. This is Wisdom from the Baobab.